Let me ask you something. How many times have you heard people say, I'm going to wait until spring to sell my home? That is when the market is hot, right? It's a classic line we hear all the time. And look, I get it. Spring has always been considered the busy season. Flowers are blooming, the grass is getting green, the sunshine makes everything look great. But here's the truth. If you wait for spring, you might actually be missing your best opportunity. Winter, yes, our good old snowy Ottawa winter can be an amazing time to sell your home. Today, I'm going to show you a few things. Number one is why winter sellers actually have more leverage than they realize. Number two is how to make your home shine even when it's freezing outside. And number three are the specific strategies that help my winter listings sell quickly and profitably without waiting for that perfect season. So grab a warm drink, settle in, because you're going to love these insights. Let's dive right in. The first thing we talk about is the spring myth, why it's overrated. Let's start with that big misconception. Spring is the only time when homes sell. Well, not quite. Yes, more listings appear in the spring, but more listings also means more competition. Your home could be one of 25 in your neighborhood, all hitting the market at the same time. In winter, it's a totally different story. When I look at the Ottawa MLS data, we consistently see inventory drop anywhere from 35 to 50% compared to spring. That means there are fewer options for buyers, and that is a huge opportunity for you as a seller. When a serious buyer is searching in January or February, and your home pops up looking clean, cozy, move-in ready, you've just become the front runner. Let's use a quick example. Let's say there are only 4 homes available in your area instead of 20. Your odds of attracting the right buyer skyrockets. Less supply equals more visibility, which means potentially stronger offers. So instead of waiting for the so-called hot market, think about creating your own hot moment, even if there's snow on the ground. Now let's talk about those winter buyers. They're a different breed. Winter buyers don't just tour homes for fun. They're motivated, they have a reason, and they're on a timeline. These are often military families relocating to Ottawa, or government employees transferring for work, or families whose leases are ending in March or April. You also have investors that are looking to close before their fiscal year end. And these buyers aren't kicking tires. They're prepared, they're pre-approved, and they're ready to buy. Let me give you a real story. Last year, I helped a couple relocate to Ottawa in the middle of February. We had snowstorms, icy roads, the whole Ottawa experience. But they were determined. They found a perfect home on day 2, made an offer that night, and closed within 4 weeks. That is the level of seriousness you get in winter. And here's the hidden advantage. When a buyer is serious and competition is low, they're more flexible on those little things. Maybe the possession date, maybe the paint color, maybe the kitchen not being Pinterest perfect. In spring, buyers have a lot more options, but in winter, the buyers have intent. That difference often translates to a smoother and a quicker sale. Less competition equals more leverage. So let's look at the leverage, because this one is big. In real estate, leverage means control. The more leverage you have, the more control you have over the sale process, the timing, the price, and even the conditions. And fewer listings means more leverage. Imagine you're the only well-priced, move-in ready home in your area in December. You've just become the go-to property for every motivated buyer out there. That leverage allows you to negotiate from a position of strength. I've seen homes sell with multiple offers even in January. simply because they stood out among a handful of active listings. Plus, this is something sometimes people forget. If you sell in winter, you're in the buying mode when spring comes along. And spring is usually when the inventory opens up. That means you can sell high while competition is low and buy strategically when choices are abundant. That is a real win-win in my books. Now let's talk about emotion. Buying a home isn't just about the square footage or the granite countertops or the open concept kitchen. It's about feeling. And winter gives you the perfect canvas to make buyers feel something. Think about it. The glow of a fireplace, the smell of cookies baking, soft lighting, warm blankets. It's cozy, it's emotional, and it's homey. If you've ever walked into a warm, beautifully lit home on a cold day, you know that feeling. It instantly feels welcoming. And that's exactly what buyers will remember. So use winter to your advantage. Make your home feel like a safe haven from the cold. That emotional connection can lead to faster offers and sometimes stronger ones too. The next item is how to stage your home for winter. So let's get a little bit tactical. Here is how to make your home stand out when it's minus 20 or even minus 30 degrees outside. Number one is light is everything. Winter days are short, so brighten up every space. Turn on all your lights before every showing. Add lamps in darker corners and use warm tone bulbs instead of those cold white ones. Number two is create a cozy atmosphere. Layer in textures, throws, pillows, area rugs, play soft background music, and if you have a gas fireplace, leave it running during the showings. Buyers should walk in and instantly think, wow, this home feels comfortable. Number three is keep it toasty, but not too hot. Set the thermostat around 21, 22 degrees. You don't want buyers freezing or sweating, just enough to feel welcoming and comfortable. Number four is showcase your winter readiness. Have the driveway clear and salted. Leave a mat for boots and maybe a small sign that says, please remove your shoes. A neat, easy entryway helps buyers focus on the home, not the snow mess. Number five is use seasonal decor tastefully. A wreath, some candles, or winter greenery can look fantastic. But skip the overly themed decorations. Keep it timeless and simple. Number six is add some lifestyle touches. If your home has a hot tub, highlight it. If you have a cozy breakfast nook, stage it with coffee mugs and pastries. You're not just selling space, you're also selling a lifestyle. The next area is professional media still matters. Even in winter, and maybe especially in winter, professional marketing is critical. We can't always rely on the outdoor curb appeal. So your photos, your videos, your virtual tours have to do the heavy lifting. I always recommend professional photography with both daytime and sometimes twilight shots, video walkthroughs to capture the flow of your home, and sometimes drone footage, weather permitting, to show the lot size and the nearby amenities. And don't forget, if you have great summer photos of your yard, your pool, we can also include those as well. Buyers love seeing how a home looks in different seasons. It helps them imagine living there all year round. Let's talk about the pricing, because this is where many sellers sometimes go wrong. In winter, the goal isn't to underprice or fire sale your home. The goal is to price it strategically. You want to be the most attractive option within your category, not the cheapest, but the best value. That means studying your competition, which you have to remember is limited at that time, and positioning your home so buyers see it as the obvious choice while they're looking. And when you do that, you create momentum. You might even get multiple interested buyers, something that surprises people every single year. Another quick tip is that if you list just before the holidays, or in early January, you'll hit that sweet spot where buyers are active online and very few new listings are popping up. I've had homes listed in late December that sold just before New Year's Eve. Timing and presentation, they're everything. Now let's talk about local. What's actually happening in the Ottawa area? Even during the coldest months, the Ottawa market doesn't freeze. People are still moving, especially because we're a government and military city. We consistently see transfers, relocations, and investors looking to close before the new fiscal quarter. Communities like Orleans, Rockland, Russell, and Limoges often have strong winter activity because families moving east of Ottawa can sometimes find better value. And guess what? Many of these buyers are searching online while everyone is waiting for the spring market. They're booking private showings, making quick decisions, and securing homes before competition ramps up. So if you've been sitting on the fence thinking, maybe I'll wait, you have to remember, Ottawa's winter market quietly keeps moving. Now let's talk about the winter to spring strategy. One of the smartest moves I see my clients make is this. You sell in the winter and you buy in the spring. Here's why it works so beautifully. You sell with less competition, possibly getting stronger offer, and then you have time to shop once the spring inventory opens up. That way, you're not trying to buy and sell in the same chaotic market window. Plus, if you plan it right, you can negotiate a flexible closing date, giving you a smoother transaction. This strategy works especially for sellers that are downsizing or moving into new construction. It gives you control and time. Let me share a few quick success stories of people selling in the winter. The first one is that I had listed a home in Rockland a few years ago in February. The sellers were a little bit hesitant. They thought no one's going to show up, no one's going to come visit. But we had 9 showings in the first week, 3 offers, and it sold over asking. Why, you ask? Limited competition. The second one is a family in Orleans was listed just after Christmas. The home looked incredible. Fresh photos, beautiful staging, cozy atmosphere. They had an offer within 48 hours of going live. So the moral of these stories is that it's not just about the month you list your home, it's about the mindset and the marketing. So what can you do right now? If you're thinking about selling, here's what you can start doing this week. Number 1 is start decluttering your main spaces. Less is more. Number 2, start doing those small touch-ups, the paint, light bulbs, hardware. Number 3 is gather your maintenance records. Buyers love to see that transparency. Everything you've done to the house, all the renos, all the updates, this is something buyers love to see. And number 4 is take a few great interior photos right now, even before listing, and reach out. I'll help you create a simple winter selling plan that fits your goals and your timeline. And here is the big takeaway. Don't let the snow fool you. Ottawa's winter market is alive, active, and full of opportunity. If you wait until spring, you'll be competing with everyone else. If you move now, you might just find your perfect buyer before anyone else even lists their house. So if you're curious about what your home could sell for this winter, reach out to me. I'd love to chat, walk through your home, and give you a free, no pressure evaluation. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it helpful, feel free to share it and hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more straight talk on real estate. I will see you in the next video. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about anything real estate related or things to do to get your house ready to sell in the winter, make sure to give me a quick call, or you can always email me at jeanricher@jeanricher.com. Merci beaucoup et bonne journée.